haven't been on YouTube, but I am back and I'm ready to make you guys some more videos. Before we get into this one, I would just like to ask you if you could all subscribe to my channel. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and also could you give this video a like as well. I really highly appreciate it. So before we get into the video, I'll quickly tell you about why I haven't been on. So some of you may notice in the background, I've actually changed rooms. I've actually swapped rooms with my mum and dad because I couldn't fit any more Lego cruise ships in my old one, so I've had to display them on shelves here. And it's also been great to see people commenting on my last video. I've seen a few requests, and don't worry, I will be getting round to them. I will do them, I promise. But I need to finish Norwegian Encore, which you saw in my last video. And at the moment, getting Lego's been quite a struggle because of deliveries and stuff like that, because of the whole situation at the moment. So, once I had a little chat about what I've been doing and what I haven't been on, I can finally tell you now what we are going to be doing in this video. I thought it would be a good idea to give you a closer look at my Symphony of the Seas, which is the biggest ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet at the moment and the biggest in the world, but soon to be Wonder of the Seas, which will be sister ship to this one, and I'm pretty sure I will build that one as well. Okay, so I have now finally got it onto the floor, and I'll tell you now, that was an effort. Okay, so just to show you to start off, this is the size of it and the size comparison to an Anthem of the Seas model, if any of you know it. I don't have the model for Symphony yet because I haven't currently been on that ship, but for anyone who knows how big the Anthem of the Seas model is, that is how big it is next to it. So here we are going to work our way front to the back, and as you can see, this is an extremely wide ship. In real life it's 47 meters wide. They have made it this wide so they can fit almost like a gap in the middle. I'll show you that a bit later. So we are going to go straight over it, and we're going to come to here. These glass bits. This was the most challenging bit for me. I had no clue how I was going to do this. In real life, this is actually called the solarium. So basically a retreat for any of the adults to go into. Luckily, one of my models that I used to collect, Wembley, which was English football stadium, if any of you know it, I used these pieces off of that. So we're going to head towards the back, and then we come across the flumes. So these were first introduced on Harmony of the Seas, the sister ship of this ship, and then it came onto Symphony, and now they have added them onto Oasis of the Seas, and soon we'll add them onto Allure. So these, one of them is got almost like a swirly bit that it takes you around, and then you've got two racing slides called the Perfect Storm. So we come to our first pool on this ship. It has 4 general pools, and this is the first one. This is just a normal pool with a few deck chairs around it, and a hot tub. And then the second one here, this is called the beach pool. So the water is salt water, and you have deck chairs just around it, and the water comes up to them to make you feel like you're at a beach. And then obviously you've got your 2 hot tubs there as well. And then we'll move on to this. This is the kids' splash park called Splashaway Bay. And then right across from here, this is the sports pool. So they'll do all sorts of sports in here. This is almost like volleyball, and they also do like belly flop competitions and stuff like that. Now, I don't know if you remember, but at the start of the video, I said because the beam is 47 meters wide, because they've got a gap in the middle. This is one of the gaps in the middle. I've tried to replicate it as well as I could. This is called Central Park, and it's got a live wall just underneath there, which, if you can see, all the plants are real in real life, obviously not in my Lego version. And there we go, just there. Awesome. So then we move on towards the back. So we come to the funnels, also known as smokestacks. So you've got two of them, either one each side, and then right here, I don't know if you can see this bit right here. That is the Viking Crown Lounge. So it's basically a bar, and a few seats in there, and then this one, there we go. Those windows right there, this black line here, this wraps around all this bit, and that is your buffet, Windjammer buffet, which serves like almost everything, anything you can think of. And then just above the Windjammer, if you can see it right here, these massive balconies, you could probably guess they are your suites. And obviously, because they're only 2 blocks wide on here, I couldn't fit it in, but let me just get around. Sorry about that. This one right here in real life, this is called the family suite, and you should definitely look it up on Google. Inside, it's got like a slide to get from the top floor to the bottom floor. It's got a massive TV, pool table, football table, air hockey. So yeah, you can kind of guess why it's called the family suite. Okay, so on the starboard side, you have got the football court, or sports court, or basketball court, whatever you would like to call it. There it is right there. This was a quite hard thing to replicate, obviously, because I don't have masses of space, because I didn't have enough space, basically. On this side, you have the golf course, which I don't know if any of you know, but on her sister ships, Oasis and Allure, actually Oasis has been updated now, but before it had its refurb, it was literally just a mini golf, just putting really, but now it's turned into a crazy golf. So as you could imagine, you've got lighthouses, rocks, all sorts on it. Now here we come to another gap in the middle. This one is called the boardwalk. So, I didn't actually point out on Central Park, all these side bits here, they are balconies, so they are inward facing balconies, which is quite different, so you can people watch. And down there you've got a carousel, and you've got Playmakers, which is a sports bar with a few seats outside. This bit was quite tricky to do. And down there you've got Johnny Rockets, a hot dog place just underneath that, where you go in, just underneath there, that's the hot dog place just around there. You also got Sugar Beach along here. And I don't know if you can see, but down there, that's basically like a climbing area for the kids, just another little fun touch. And here, it probably got in the way, this is a zip line on the real ship, and I definitely want to try that out when I go on Harmony next year, the sister ship to this one. It does look really cool. And then as we go more aft, you can see it's got 2 flow riders. Because it's such a big ship, it definitely breaks up the queues, because this is a very popular venue on Royal Caribbean. And Royal Caribbean were the first cruise line to add a surf simulator. I've been on it myself, and yeah, it's really good fun. Quite intense, but really good fun. So what I'm about to show you is my favourite part of this ship and this class of ship. It's the most unique thing at sea, I think. And this is the aft. So it's an open aft, which is crazy. So you can walk from the boardwalk right down to here. And in this middle bit, it's quite dark. I think you can see. Yeah. This purple thing is a dry slide, the biggest dry slide at sea. And it goes from all the way up there to all the way down there. It's called the Ultimate Abyss. And then each side here, you have 2 rock climbing pools, which they are very tall and very high and probably very scary, but when I go on Harmony, I will definitely give those a go. And these bits here, these are more suites, but they're very special, obviously, as you can tell, because they wrap round the back. And you can also see from them the Aqua Theatre. So the Aqua Theatre is where they put on shows, like water shows, like just there, as you can see. And you've got divers jumping from this bit. And then in the daytime, they show like movies and stuff like that, with these screens here. So overall, this is a awesome ship, and it's also the biggest in the world, and probably my favourite that I've done so far. Let me know what you guys think is of this ship. Do you think it's the best one I've done? And let me know as well, guys, if you want me to do this kind of video with my other ships as well. I definitely enjoyed doing this kind of video, but obviously it's all up to you guys. If you'd like me to carry on with the time lapses, I can do that, or I can do both. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments. And that is it for the tour and the closer look at my Symphony of the Seas. So like I said, guys, that is the end of the video for today. And I definitely want you guys to let me know in the comments what you thought of it, or text me on my Instagram page. I'll put a poll up later about which video you would like to see next, time lapse or a closer look video. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like this video. Remember, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please help me get there. And I'll see you on the next video.